Hey guys, just wanted to let you know that today is the last day that you can use code AmandaTheJedi20 to save 20% off of my brand new merchandise. So if you guys were thinking about picking something up, today would be a great day to do it. Just thought I'd let you guys know. On to the video. Yo, what's up guys? Amanda here. Sorry for the weird lighting. It's like super dark outside. For some reason that light looks really yellow right now, but we're just gonna go with it. So today I actually want to talk about something that I've been noticing a lot lately, and it's been going on for months. And it really bothers me. I've kind of complained about it on Twitter, or at least brought it to people's attention on Twitter that it's something that happens, and it just shocks me the more I see it. The first time I saw it, I was like, okay, this is a one-time case. This is a one-off person with a crappy opinion, and I moved on with it. But I'm seeing it more and more. And what that is specifically is what I would consider to be ungrateful streamers. So before this video even starts, I just want to start by saying that I, as a streamer, appreciate every single person who comes into my stream. Whether I have 5 people watching me or I have 50 people watching me, if you're in there hanging out, talking in the chat, I appreciate the hell out of you. And if you so choose to take money out of your own pocket or use your Twitch Prime subscription on me, I am beyond thankful to you. And if something happens that you can't afford to continue doing that, I'm not gonna judge you, and I still want you to come hang out in the stream. I never want you to feel like you're not welcome just because there's not a little sub badge next to your name. I supported you before you had the ability to subscribe to me, and I'm gonna support you after. I don't know why I said the word support. I appreciated the hell out of you before you could sub to me, and I appreciate you if you, for some reason, can't sub to me. So let's get into the video. Now, I know in the past I've talked about issues that I've had with streamers before, people complaining about, view counts, or saying that they won't stream if they're not getting a certain amount of viewers. And, for one thing, I get it. It's one thing to feel discouraged about your view count and to think about it, but to actually put it out there on Twitter, like I said, I know that it gets discouraging. If your numbers one day are oh my God, I'm getting 30, 40, 50 viewers, and then for whatever reason the next day you have 15, yeah, it's a little bit disheartening, but remember that there are 15 people in there choosing to spend their time on you. And even if it's 2 people or 1 person in there spending their time on you, that's really what counts. Back when I first started streaming, I would play my games with Scorch, and I'd have 1 person watching me. That's just how it was, and you just slowly build up. And I'm so thankful for the chances I've been given. I'm so thankful for all the things that have happened to me in the course of my streaming career, but I get that sometimes it's hard to kind of go back and remember how much you hustled at the beginning and realize that number isn't just a number, it's actual people. And you really have to just go by the quality of the chat and the fact that there are people that are looking forward to seeing you. But that isn't even what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about something even worse than that. So obviously on Twitch, if you are an affiliate or if you are a partner, people can subscribe to you. That means that, for a monthly fee of a minimum of $4.99, people have access to sub-only game days, sub emotes, which are the big thing. You have access to these nice little emotes that are linked to that channel, sub movie nights, a bunch of other random stuff that the streamer can decide to do. It's just kind of an added way for your viewers to support you if they so choose to, and it also gives a little bit of money to Twitch because they get a percentage of that subscription, which allows them to do more stuff in the interface, more stuff for the users, and it's just a really good program for everybody. Now, obviously, those numbers kind of jump around. If you're having a really good month and it's really hype, your subs are gonna go up, and then it might fluctuate where you kind of lose some subs. And this kind of ends up where the issue is that sometimes people need to unsubscribe from you, and it's not anything personal. It's not that they don't like you. It's just that they can't allocate that fund to you anymore. Maybe they're subbed to too many people. Maybe there's something that they're saving for. Maybe they lost their job. There are so many different reasons as to why someone might unsub for you. Maybe they just don't want to anymore. It's just that's a thing. But where I start getting issues with it is when streamers make people feel bad for not being able to continue being subbed to them. Now, some people out there might be oh no, that's not actually a thing. People just feel that way. And that is true. I know in the past I've had to unsub from people just because I couldn't afford it. And I've been worried about going back because I wouldn't want them to hate me or something. But there are actually people out there who actively complain about it. I've seen a couple people say things oh, I can't believe they said they didn't have enough money to sub sub to me, but then they're posting pictures where they're like out at the movies with their friends. It's like, how dare you try to complain about somebody using their own money to see actual friends and like have an actual life experience? Like, how dare you think that you're more important to their life than maybe going out and hanging out with a friend? And it shouldn't matter if somebody wants to use that $4.99 to buy food, to go to the movies, to go out and have a couple drinks with friends. That shouldn't bother you. You should be happy that they're out there having fun with people and like living their life, and they shouldn't have even had to have given you a reason as to why they unsubbed from you. That's the thing. They don't owe you anything. Like, people are always coming in being like, I'm sorry, like I can't afford to keep my sub to you, or like my Amazon Prime ran out, or I'm doing a thing where like 1 month I Prime sub to one person, 1 month I sub Prime to a different person, and it's like nothing personal, but people shouldn't have to explain themselves that way. And to have it so that they actually feel like they need to explain themselves and then to still have you complain about it afterwards is really low. And I've seen it from a bunch of different streamers, and that was just one example, but some people, like, I've seen a lot of complaining on Twitter about people unsubbing and how disrespectful they think it is. And I think it's just, it literally boggles my mind. The fact that somebody even spent any amount of money on you for something that they can still just watch you do for free is amazing, and you should be thankful for it. And just because people can't keep it up forever doesn't mean that you should make them feel bad. Like, it's one thing if inside you're like, oh God, what did I do to such and such to make them drop the sub? But to actively go on a social media platform where everybody who follows and supports you can see it and actively complain about it, in my opinion, is one of the scummiest things you can do. And I don't see it from the big guys. I don't follow too many larger streamers, but people like Summit, Dr. Disrespect, I never see them complaining about stuff like that. And that's because obviously they're in a position where they don't really have to, but it's like these mid-level people that already have the ability to do this full-time as a job, that have already been so lucky and have worked hard to get where they are, complaining about things like that. And I just think it's the most ungrateful thing that you can do. It's like I said, even if you're complaining about viewers, in my opinion, that looks really bad too. But to actively go on and complain about how people are choosing to spend their money if they can't resub to you or don't resub to you, that makes me, for one, never want to go to your stream. If I was following you, I'd probably want to unfollow you. And if I was subbed to you, I'd definitely want to drop the sub, because I would rather spend my money somewhere where somebody's going to appreciate it and just appreciate the fact that you're in the stream. Like, we've now ended up in a situation where if someone has to unsub to a channel, they feel uncomfortable going back to that channel. And I never want that to be the case with my stream. So if you're from my stream and watching this video right now, if there's a reason why you have to unsub to me, you don't need to give me an excuse. And if you want to, you can guarantee that I'm not gonna hold it over your head. If for some reason you're like a tier 2 subscriber or a tier 3 subscriber and you can't afford to keep that up, I am not going to judge you for either completely dropping the sub or dropping down to a lower tier. I'm not gonna do that because I'm not a shitty person. Like, I get it. Sometimes people are like, oh, well, it's my longevity. It's how I make money. But you know how you don't make more money and more support? By complaining about it on Twitter and in your streams. It makes you look ungrateful. It makes you look petty. Like, some of the people, the way I've seen them complain, I don't understand how they still have supporters. I don't understand how their channels grow, but that's besides the point. You do you, but I'm just saying that from a streamer's perspective and from just a person's perspective, to me it seems like the scummiest thing. The fact that them being in your stream doesn't count as enough support for you is kind of disgusting. And yeah, that's just kind of my opinion on the matter. Like I said, I'm not gonna name drop anybody, but it is something I've seen enough that it's clearly an issue. And if I'm seeing it actively on Twitter from people that I don't even follow, it's definitely happening more in other places. But yeah, that's just kind of my opinion on the whole matter. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do they have like a point? Is there anything that they can kind of, I don't know. Do you think that they have a point? Do you think that they have the right to complain about stuff like that? Or do you think that they should get their heads out of their asses and just be thankful for what they already have? And I guess my message to any of the streamers who have that attitude is just reflect. Just take a second and reflect and really think about how incredible it is that you can have anybody watching you for any amount of time, taking time out of their day. Because I've said it before and I'll say it again, time is the most valuable thing a person has. And if they choose to spend any of that on you, you should be grateful, you should be thankful. And just because they choose to maybe go to a movie 1 month instead of subbing to you, that shouldn't make you have a Twitter meltdown. Just saying that, just putting that out there, that's my opinion. I'm not saying that I don't like subscribers. I'm not saying that I wouldn't be upset if I lost a bunch of subscribers. but I'm not gonna actively go at people who unsubscribe from me and try to blame them or like call them out on what they choose to spend their money on instead. That's ridiculous to me. That's absolutely astounding to me that anybody would do that. So I just want to put that out there. Obviously, I love subs, I appreciate them, but I'm not gonna hold it against somebody if they can't resub to me. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. We'll catch you all later.